Hey guys, hope you're having a brilliant day. Hope everything is well. Just going to drop a quick market breakdown on why I actually took EURJPY longs and also why I took EURJPY shorts. I'm going to give you the top-down analysis of why I took the shorts and why I took the longs. So let me start off with the shorts. First and foremost, as you can see, order flow is bearish. So price creating lower highs and lower lows. So price created a lower low, accumulated, created a minor lower high, created a lower low, created a lower high, expecting the next structure to be a lower low. Price managed to close below this significant low of this significant level of this liquidity low. Managed to price close below it of 124.9. So price managed to close below that significant level. I was expecting price to come back into this last bullish candle, push price lower. Didn't happen until March, but obviously I'm talking about if price was looking like this for me actually this week, because obviously it turned March 1st, like what, 2 days ago. So I was expecting price to push up a little bit more to come into the wick of this monthly OB at 127,500 level. And I wanted to mark out the, what's the word called, the monthly open, which is 124,600. So I was looking for me to be able to take profits of these significant levels when I was looking for shorts, but my bias had to switch anyway because I didn't like the way PA was moving. This monthly open is quite nice in terms of a pivot level. Price managed to find resistance, found support, and it just goes to show, it just gives you a fantastic opportunity to look for price targets on the higher time frames. So as you can see now, price managed to close below the monthly low of this level of 124.9. Price managed to close below. This is the weekly block. Last bullish candle, push price lower. Price come in to this significant level, sold off. Price dipped into it again. The thing is, what I've noticed about blocks and breakers and mitigation blocks, more it's testing, less validity it actually has. So just keep that in mind. So I was very wary of taking a specific trade anyway. So as you can see, price managed to come into that weekly OB, last bullish candle, push price lower, came into 125,570 region. And this is where I wanted price to come into. Last bullish candle, push price lower. So within a weekly OB, I wanted to find a daily order block, bearish OB. So price managed to dip into this significant level over here. Price managed to rally up, maintaining its bullish price structure on a daily. So price create a higher high, coming to the significant level. I was looking for price targets of last bearish candle, push price higher, this bullish OB. So the level I was looking to take profit at actually initially was the 124,860 region. Price dipped into it. I thought it was going to reject to come back down. Went down to the H4 now. And my entry, I managed to take off this H4 OB. Let me see, I barely had much drawdown on this trade, but our risk to reward wasn't very great either, to be fair. It was about 2 to 3R. So, okay. So yeah. So the price dips into that significant level. I actually entered off the hourly, so it was about what, 30 pip stop. Price managed to come straight into that level and come straight back down. So it's about 70 pips. So it was about 2R all in all. I wasn't really too, what's the word called, fussed, because I managed to take profit at that significant level because I didn't really like the way price was respecting structure too much on a daily. So what I did was, funny enough, I switched bias. Let me get rid of all of these. As you can see, price managed to maintain its flow. Price creates a low, creates a high, creates a low, creates a high, creates a lower, creates a low, high, low. Now creates a higher high. So I was thinking to myself, okay, cool. So price is bullish, structure is bullish, it's failing to find resistance at the weekly block that we marked out previously. All I wanted for simply was just this high to be closed above of 125,940. So price managed to close above that significant high. So when price closed above that significant high, price showed me it wanted to go higher because market makers want to push price above significant levels, create a higher high, respecting price structures. So I marked out a daily OB, last bearish candle, push price higher, comes back into this block. On top of that, this weird daily low got swept of 125,720. That level got raided. Came straight into the daily block. Came into EQ of that specific block. As you can see, price comes into this last bearish candle, push price higher. dips into that level after sweeping the stops below the significant level after this accumulation. So price managed to come into that significant level. So it came into that EQ of this hourly OB, took my first position off there. Last bearish candle push price higher. So the levels that I bought from, this is my favorite entry actually, was the 125.540 region. So I managed to account for the spread. So barely had much drawdown on that trade. My minimum targets was the daily high, managed to hit TP, and it was of this specific level of price. So this daily high was my target of 126.300. You can actually find it on my Instagram if you really want to know. So yeah, so I managed to buy off that level. So the stop sizes are pretty sweet as well. So that was about 10 pips. That was about 8R in all. 8% gain. This was about 15 pips, about 80% pips source. That's about 75 pips. That's about 5R. I could have probably potentially held it for a lot longer, but to be honest with you, I didn't really have much of the greatest of price targets. This would have been a sweet trade. That would have been a very nice 20R. But my psychology was never going to realistically allow me to hold that type of trade for that period. I just wanted to take my profit and go. I hope this video was insightful. I hope you enjoyed it very much. And just goes to show you can still play both sides of the market and still make money. So yeah, just follow me up on Instagram, Young Trade King, and I look forward to hearing from you soon. And if you have any questions, you can always DM me, and it's free. So nothing but love. Enjoy the weekend, and let's have a great trading week next week when we're back in the markets.